In a world where history hides in the smallest, treasures one place dares to reveal the truth. Welcome to NC Coins World, your gateway to rare coins, secret values, and million-dollar discoveries. Every coin has a story. Every story could change your life. Stay with us because the next coin might just be worth a fortune. Subscribe now and let the treasure hunt begin. Have you ever looked closely at a 2008 Lincoln Memorial penny? At first glance, it looks like every other 1-cent coin in your pocket. But what if I told you that this small piece of copper holds mysteries that most people have never even imagined? This is not just an ordinary penny. It's a coin that marks the final chapter of a historic American design and hides secrets that even expert collectors once missed. Look closely at Abraham Lincoln's face. The tiny lines on his coat, the smooth curve of his profile, they seem ordinary. But under magnification, you'll notice something unusual. Some 2008 pennies show double lines on the words, "In God We Trust." Others have faint shadows beneath "Liberty." And a few reveal microscopic cracks running right through Lincoln's eye. Was it a minting flaw or something intentionally left behind as a hidden mark of the final year? Imagine this. The Lincoln Memorial design had been used for nearly 50 years, from 1959 to 2008. Millions of coins were produced every year. So why do certain 2008 coins look slightly different from others? Why does the color, shine, and texture of some coins stand out so much more? Collectors began to ask the same questions. And soon, strange discoveries started to surface. Some pennies from the Philadelphia Mint showed an odd distortion in the memorial building. If you zoom in on the center columns, you'll notice the statue of Lincoln inside is not always perfectly shaped. In some coins, it looks like the statue is fading away. In others, it appears unusually sharp, almost glowing. Could this be an unintentional farewell to the memorial design itself? Or could it be a quiet message from the engravers who knew the design would soon end? Now let's move to the back, the famous Lincoln Memorial. Each tiny column is carved with precision, but the 2008 version hides subtle differences that earlier years didn't have. Some coins have a slightly thicker base under the memorial steps. Others show tiny die chips near the roof. And if you're lucky enough to hold one of those rare extra metal pennies, you'll see an extra bump near the right edge, a minting error that can be worth thousands of dollars. But that's not all. There's another detail almost no one talks about. Under the letter A in America, there's sometimes a faint line or shadow. Experts call it a die scratch, but many believe it marks a batch of test strikes made during the transition to the 2009 Lincoln Bicentennial pennies. Yes, the final 2008 pennies might have secretly been test pieces for the new era. Just imagine you might be holding one of those hidden test coins right now and not even know it. A penny that carries the silent message of change. From the memorial to the future of Lincoln's story. It's like owning the last heartbeat of a dying era. And here's another shock. Certain 2008 pennies have a strange color tone. While most are copper-plated zinc, some appear darker, almost reddish-brown. Numismatists believe a few early batches were struck using leftover copper blanks, similar to those used decades earlier. If that's true, those few pennies could be worth thousands of dollars today. Now think about it. How many of us have held a penny and never truly looked at it? Never noticed the history pressed into its surface? Each scratch, each line, each imperfection tells a story. The story of change. The story of legacy. And the story of how one coin marked the end of an era without anyone realizing it. So, next time you find a 2008 Lincoln penny, don't just spend it. Hold it under the light. Tilt it. Observe the shadows. Look for the details the world forgot. You might just discover a secret that turns an ordinary coin into a piece of American treasure. Because sometimes the smallest things hide the biggest mysteries. If you have a 2008 Lincoln penny, especially one with these hidden marks, keep it safe. And if you want to know its real worth, share its picture in the comments or email it to us. Who knows? Your penny might be one of the ultra-rare ones worth thousands of dollars. So make sure you subscribe to our channel. Stay tuned for the next part and keep your eyes open. Because this tiny penny still has stories to tell. The 2008 Lincoln penny is more than a coin. It's a mystery pressed in metal. Many people see it every day, yet very few realize what secrets it carries within its design. The more you look at it, the more it reveals details that make collectors wonder if something special was hidden on purpose. Let's begin with the obverse. the front side showing Abraham Lincoln. Notice his eye, the way light reflects differently on some coins. Some collectors found faint extra lines around the eyelid and cheek. At first glance, it seems like normal wear, but when seen under a magnifying lens, it looks like a second engraving layer. Could it be that during minting, a special die was used for only a few batches? Or was it a simple mechanical doubling? Mistake that accidentally created a rare variety now worth hundreds of dollars? Now focus on the word liberty. In certain coins, the letters are slightly thicker or stretched. In others, they appear shadowed as if struck twice. Each small imperfection could make your coin valuable. Some experts confirmed that a few 2008 pennies show clear doubling in God way. Trust. These are known as double die errors, and they can transform a simple cent into a collector's dream. But there's something even stranger on the reverse side. When you look at the Lincoln Memorial, it seems ordinary. Yet in some coins, the left columns lean slightly forward while the right ones appear sharper. If you pay attention to the center of the building, the statue of Lincoln inside sometimes appears brighter, as if it's glowing from the inside. Collectors call this the ghost reflection. It's believed to have happened due to pressure differences during minting, but many say it's symbolic, a sign that the memorial design was saying goodbye before it vanished in 2009. Take a close look under the word United. Near the letter D, you might see a small bump or raised dot. It's not a spot of dirt, it's a mint chip. These tiny defects form when extra metal leaks from a damaged die. In rare cases, this chip creates strange shapes, like a triangle or small ridge. Each one makes your coin unique and sometimes extremely valuable. There's also a mystery about the rim of some 2008 pennies. A few have a slightly wider rim, giving them a thicker look. Others have thin edges that appear uneven. The Philadelphia and Denver mints produced millions of coins, but their dies were not always identical. This means that two 2008 pennies can look similar but belong to entirely different collectible categories. And here's the most fascinating part. Some pennies struck in 2008 were actually prepared during late 2007. The mint was already testing new machinery and metal quality for the coming 2009 redesign. So, a few of these test strikes accidentally entered circulation. Those are now called transition pennies. There's also a theory among collectors that a few 2008 pennies were made with a slightly higher copper ratio by mistake. Normally, these coins are copper-plated zinc, but tests have revealed that some have thicker copper coating than others. Those few coins could be among the last to carry the old metallic blend before cost-saving measures completely took over. If confirmed, their value could skyrocket. Every detail on this coin tells part of a story. The small die scratches, the faded letters, the different shine, they all whisper about the final days of an American icon. 2008 wasn't just another year. It was the year the Lincoln Memorial design said farewell to history. After 50 years, the mint prepared to honor Lincoln differently. Yet this last penny quietly captured that transition, holding secrets the world ignored. So the next time you find a 2008 penny, don't underestimate it. Examine it carefully, study its color, its letters, its edges. You might be looking at a piece of minting history that even experts overlooked. Subscribe to our channel for more discoveries, because we reveal what the world doesn't see. The 2008 Lincoln penny still has more to tell, and the next part of this series will uncover the biggest twist of all. Stay tuned and never stop looking closely. The truth is always hidden in the smallest details.